got to get in a fight once because some people decided they wanted my friend's, like, Vespa.
That's odd.
And, well, they'll steal those because in this city you're not actually legally required to have license and registration for them.
Oh, well, hey, that's a
So,
concoction of disaster.
basically that means they can steal them and the police will never bother, like, pulling you over if they see you on one.
I didn't
So,
even think you needed a license for a Vespa.
you do. You need a motorcycle license.
I did not know there were even separate license for it.
There are. There's Class A, B, and C licenses, I believe, and I think that's Class B. I'm not entirely
What would
sure.
C be, like trucks and stuff?
Yeah, commercial.
Right.
I don't know what. I guess B stands for bike and A stands for automobile.
And C is commercial, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
But, yeah, like, I watched them, and the way they did it was they waited till he was driving down the street, grabbed
Right.
a 2x4, and ran out into the road and, like, held it at head level. Apparently, this was what they just, like, the standard way of doing things.
That's kind of fucked up.
And it was funny because I was riding after him on my bicycle,
And
and
you were not having any of that shit.
he stopped, and they're like, give us the, the funny thing is, because this is the other story, every time I start telling this, everyone goes, black hoodlums. Like, no, they were all white people.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they were all white people.
It's
That's
Maryland. I mean, that's.
Oh, no, we actually have one of the highest African-American densities in the U.S.
In Maryland?
Yeah. But, like,
I would have thought it would be like down here or something.
no, actually, we have a higher black population than most of the southern states.
That's weird.
But, either way, I was gonna give us the bike, and I got off of my bicycle, picked it up, and hit one of them in the face with it. And then
That
they
is
left.
great. And they were gone. Never saw them again.
Because it's just one of those things of when someone picks up a bicycle and hits your friend in the teeth with it, what are you going to do from there?
So you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home now. I think I left my stove on.
And yeah, the funny thing is, you tell a lot of stories about fighting. You're really violent. No.
It's
I
not
just-
that you did it on purpose. I mean, it's something you had to do.
Yeah, it's like, well, it was that or have my friend's, brand new $5,000 scooter get stolen, and
Right.
the police wouldn't do shit about it.
So, you gotta take matters in your own hands.
Yeah, and, well, the funny thing is it did get stolen like a week later, and my friend was like, I'm just not gonna pay any money I still owe on it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I found copper.
Found what?
Copper.
Oh, I thought you said I found popcorn. I was like, that's an ore?
If only we were so lucky. We need something to eat on the trip there.
Yeah,
I could make some pennies.
I found it. Awesome. Soon we'll start a banking industry, and
We'll go back in time in our TARDIS, invest the money into a 17th century bank, go back 500 years into the future, or go forward 500 years into the future, pick up the earnings after the interest is settled in,
Yeah.
and we'll fund our space program.
Someone actually was
Hey, where'd I
like,
go?
oh, I thought something was attacking me. No, I'm just hungry.
Oh,
No, but someone
I
actually
was confused.
created like a TARDIS mod for like Minecraft. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like 4 doors set into like a box, right?
yeah, I'm like, that's a really neat idea, but what would time travel in Minecraft accomplish?
You'd go to a slightly larger forest.
Yeah, a slightly larger forest. The world is slightly different.
It's
Maybe.
Like oh wait, no, I think I remember there like being a time travel mod where like went back to the Jurassic period.
That would be kind of neat.
And it was neat, except it was horrifying being chased by a T-Rex and all you have is like an iron sword or a stone sword.
Yeah, that's where I want guns and bazookas.
Something that would pierce the hide of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, I want
A harpoon, a rail gun.
Give
a
me an
phaser,
army of Mongol warriors, please.
among something, anything.
uh,
Throw me a freaking bone here.
okay, I'm slowly getting down to the level at which I might find diamonds.
I have no idea where I am. All I know is that I've been digging for a while and I have a lot of stone.
I think it may be night out, which will be awkward.
I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm afraid of nighttime.
Think I
Nighttime
hear
bad.
lava. That worries me slightly.
The Sounds of Lava brought to you by Isfahan82. Enjoy your holiday season.
It's kind of funny because I don't, head out that often. Most of the time I stick around the house and take care of things that need to be done, so I don't get as horribly saturated with Christmas music as everyone else does.
I'm not really even a big holiday fan to begin with.
I'm okay with them. I have
I
nothing.
like The Gathering, but that's about it. Like,
Yeah, I heard my father apparently, flip out at someone once where they're talking about, they're taking the Christ out of Christmas. It's like,
oh
shut the.
god,
And he, told him, shut the fuck up. It's about spending time with your family.
I like your dad.
Love your family. Stop bitching.
Stop bitching about it.
And they were just,
6 pound, 8 ounce baby Jesus. Go. Hey, I hear zombies. I hear a dungeon.
And, you think what Jesus would really want is everyone to, be good to each other and love their neighbors.
Yeah, a lot of people
Pretty
don't
sure-
really know what
I'm
Jesus
pretty sure
stood
that's written
for.
down somewhere, too.
And love thy neighbor somewhere in there. Pretty sure it's there. You can look.
Okay, I don't know what that was, but I don't seem to be able to break it with a stone pick, so time to
I
go
was at the movies seeing The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which was an awesome movie, by the way.
Hmm.
But there was this one preview for a movie called The Son of God, it looked like a fine movie. It looked like it was well produced, stuff like that. It was about this, stories of Jesus Christ throughout his life, from like childhood to death, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it was entirely in Spanish for no real reason. It was just the story of Spanish Jesus, and I wasn't really sure why. Jesus was not Spanish; he spoke Aramic, but
yeah.
it was there, and it's a thing. I might go see it just because I like Spanish Jesus, but
Yeah, well, I'm, Oh, did you hear the Republican Party needs help from people because they've decided that the Bible is too liberal, so
That's funny.
they're rewriting it, and they want to crowdsource its writing.
It wouldn't be the first time that's happened in history. And
Okay.
we cobblestoned in. I need
Yeah.
food before I go to half heart.
Ugh.
Oh god, are these carrots ready?
They might be.
This one looks ready. And I was right. I want to eat like 3 and then put the rest in there.
Cook some iron.
Please stop dying. There they are. Oh, we need 2, I guess. Do you want a carrot?
Actually, I'm fine at mostly dead.
I just right-click the ground. Yeah, there we go.
Just need a couple iron. But
Should we make another door for the mine?
might not be a bad idea. We could put it just like right on the other wall next to that door.
I can throw that together real quick.
Oh. But I've just always had this whole problem with anyone that... Well, there's a wonderful song that, by one of my favorite musicians, Voltaire,
Oh, okay.
called God Thinks, and it starts out, like, talking about, like, all the horrible things people, say, and,
Yeah.
and then use God as an excuse for why they say it.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot, especially down here.
And, it's like, the chorus is, God thinks our people like you are hateful. And they're like, yes, thank you.
God wanted us to have our choice in either incandescent light bulbs or fluorescent light bulbs. You can't take that right away from us.
Oh, aluminum ore.
I kind of find it sad that that's a thing.
Yeah, I got to hear Angel come home and tell me about the lady who came into the store screaming about fluorescent and incandescent light bulbs and how it was all a plot from Obama.
Yeah.
And she just, Angel just stared at her like, are you high? And when
Oh,
she
God. People don't
dared,
really, like,
when she dared to tell the lady that, sorry, the current light bulbs that they're coming out with are actually much better and save energy, the woman just flipped her shit and wound up going and complaining to the manager about her.
oh, jeez. I'm sure that went down perfectly for that woman.
Well, the manager just stared because the thing
Yeah, I
about
figured that would happen.
the thing about Home Depot is they pretty much, oh god, zombie, just tell you, or they'll pretty much just agree with the lunatic for the sake of making them shut up.
Yeah, that's usually the best course of action,
Yeah, and
especially in a workplace like that, surrounded by power tools. Oh, hey, copper. Copper.
it's like she did point out at one point they said they were worried about employees. They actually had to go to the trouble of telling people employees shouldn't bring guns in.
I'm
Right.
concerned that was needed to be said.
But she was sitting there talking or at the meeting where they were explaining various things, and she held up her hand and went, "Why would I bring a gun in when we sell everything needed to make explosives?"
Jeez.
And they
That
just,
is a good point, Angel. That is a good point.
But they just stared at her and she had one of those, "Oh, I said something that scared the normal people."
Oh, boy.
But yeah, that was just funny
And I'm
for the.
pretty sure you can construct some sort of gun with the stuff you find at Home Depot.
Oh, I can honestly construct a gun out of the stuff or for under $5 and have it be reusable, which is
Yeah, I mean,
why.
get some PVC pipe, some wood.
Oh God, no! I can actually build a gun out of stuff you can get at Home Depot
Some
that
guy,
could be
you know those,
reusable.
sorry, you know those, like, paper hornets? You ever heard of those? Like,
Yeah.
they're, yeah. Some guy on YouTube made those lethal.
Mm-hmm.
And, what he did was, like, first of all, he made a launcher for it. Oh, no, he didn't make a launcher for it. But, he made, sorry, it wasn't a hornet, it was a paper airplane.
Yeah.
He took the paper airplane, and, I don't remember what he did exactly. I think he added, like, he took off, like, the tip of an arrow from, like, a metal bow and arrow thing,
Mm-hmm.
attached it to the front seamlessly, and then he, like, changed the aerodynamics of the way he folded the paper so that when he threw it, it stabbed into a tree trunk and pretty much did not move for the rest of the day because they went back out and checked it. It was still there. And weaponized paper airplanes seem kind of horrifying, especially from, the practicality of them. You could just drop
Yeah.
a tall building and kind of ruin somebody's day.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. People don't take into account it is extremely easy to build weapons out of anything. I had a friend who used to work for Lockheed Martin who taught me how to build a bunch of various frightening things. The trick, Lockheed Martin, if you didn't know, actually manufactures pretty much any weapon that the U.S. government uses,
Well,
or at least designs them. But the trick is, as I have tried to explain to people, I don't do that. Well, why? Because I don't like prison.
that's a good reason.
Like, literally, the thing they don't tell you, the only part of a gun that is actually legal to manufacture is the receiver.
Like
The thing that actually, holds the clip and loads the bullets. That is the only thing that is actually illegal to manufacture.
illegal?
Or illegal to manufacture. Though you can, very technically,
Out
make
of all
one
the
and
parts?
then go get the government to put a stamp on it saying that you legally or that it's legal for you to own it.
Wait, is this diamond? I'm pretty sure this is diamond. It's been so long since I've played Minecraft that I really have no idea.
But yeah,
I
I
don't have the
mean,
iron.
well, I have iron, so maybe if I can get down, or I have a pick that'll get it. So maybe if I get down there,
Yeah, it's easy. It's just like a really annoying staircase.
and then spiders and
So far there haven't been any monsters down here. And I
Well,
see that as a win in our book.
there's one on the roof of our house. All right,
As long as it's not in here with me.
all right, hold on.
I told you the story about my friend when he plugged in. Like, he lives in the really old
I
building
have a
on
pick,
campus.
by the way.
Of an iron pick?
Yeah.
All right, follow me.
Hold on. How do I?
It's just like
throw
right
shit?
down there.
Eh.
You can. I'll get it.
Here.
Is it?
There.
Oh, God.
It's behind you. I actually
But
found diamonds, so I've got a diamond pick.
Oh, well, that works. But I told you the story about the guy, or not the guy, my friend, the same one who got stabbed in the ass. He was moving into his really old dorm room, and he went to go plug in his fridge, and he plugged it in. There was a spark, and I'm pretty sure I told you this. Spiders just started coming out of the socket like
You did mention this nightmare.
I did. Yeah, God, it was horrifying. Oh no, it's aluminum.
Huh.
That's different. Looks exactly like diamond.
Well,
But
I'm
hey.
finding a lot of iron down here. This is good. Hopefully I'll find some... I have no idea what we actually need, so I guess we should just
Oh yeah, I have no idea either.
spend some of this time gathering everything. That's actually not a bad idea. Just gather everything we can get this session and then look up recipes and what we need to do between them.
I'm sure we'll have surplus by then.
Yeah, and we can also build ourselves maybe a little better shelter. Bigger, at
Something that
least.
is in a shed. Also get
Yeah.
some beds.
Yeah, we definitely need beds. But I live in a house or a very old house with kind of frightening wiring sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah, because it was built in, like 1905.
Oh shit, that is an old house.
It might have been built.
1905, really?
That's the oldest record we've been able to find regarding when it was constructed. I've actually had
That
a
is
bunch of
awesome.
I've actually had a bunch of people tell me, "Oh no, it was, built much later than that. You can tell because blah blah blah." I'm like, "No, the house belonged to a very rich doctor when it was built."
I can bet you any amount of money that somebody probably died in that house within the 100 years that it's existed.
Oh, we know they did, actually. The people who lived in it before my parents actually was an old lady who died in it, and
Oh, love it.
my bedroom actually was the bedroom, or was the bedroom of her son, who died in a horrifying motorcycle crash, like, on his way